My name is Sasha Allan. I am a 24-year-old singer-songwriter based in Los Angeles, and my new single just came out, What It Feels Like.
So ask me what falling in love with you feels like. It's like music, it's like sleeping, it's like air. Nothing you'd ever really quite have control of, but you'd start to lose your mind if it wasn't there.
Seeing like my fellow contestants on the show, and I experienced it too, like there's this massive, just insane drop of like, oh, I thought you were on top of the world and you had like 10 million eyes on you every single week, and you go back to being at home and trying to do the thing again. And I experienced that like all of my castmates, and it was rough, and it was a journey to kind of like, I don't know, find that in myself again, because you're being bustled around a TV set and you're doing the songs and you're doing all the rehearsals, and then it's just silent and it's back to you. And so I had to really go back to like, who am I as an artist? What do I want? What are the things I want? Where do I have to be to get that? And what mindset do I have to be in? And so I went back to just writing music and just trying, because it's just like you have that big moment and then just trying to hold on to it and make something of it, because you really have to, it fades quick, you know? Before The Voice, I was just like, I dropped out of community college to be on The Voice, went to The Voice. It was huge, and this huge production, everything, like you said. And then coming off of it was honestly rough. It was very like, I think I witnessed other people who have been on the show kind of fall into like, this sucks, because it does suck coming back, like you said, to like a local bar, and you don't have the eyes on you anymore, which is what we all want as musicians. We want eyes on us. And so I really had to force myself to not lose it, and force myself to also maintain the audience that I built on The Voice, and like keep it going and keep it trucking. And how do I maintain this? And it was really important for me to move out here. I didn't really know what I'd find out here. I'm from Connecticut, and I've just lived in Connecticut my whole life. And so I moved across the country because I was like, I need to throw myself into this fully, or I'm going to lose this moment that I had. And I cannot lose that, because it was like a once in a lifetime type thing.
So kiss me and smile for me. I'm leaving. Oh, babe, I hate to go.
It was cool that we were both experiencing it. And I'm like a kid. I mean, I was 20, but like I'm a kid, and my dad's like lived so much more life than me, and we're experiencing this insane thing at the same time. And like he became very like the dad of all the contestants on the show too. They were all like, Jim, like everyone loved my dad. He was just like, yeah, he was so excited to be there. He held it together for us on The Voice too, because I was so thankful. It was like I had a music expert with me on The Voice. Like he's ridiculous. I've never met someone like him. So I was very lucky, because all of a sudden, like, you go from playing music in your room to every week you're in like an iconic recording studio with producers, and you're in the booths, and you're like in the booth where Harry Styles recorded his album, and you're like, oh my God, I'm standing here and I'm 20 years old, and this is crazy. This is like a once in a lifetime experience. It exposed me to levels of production that I think influenced me heavily, and I realized what was possible musically. And like singing wise, I learned a lot too. Changed my voice completely. I got like state-of-the-art singing lessons, which I think is one of the best things I got from the show. I think I would do the whole, as much as currently I would never do it again in the future, but if I went back in time, I would 100% do it again. It felt every time I walked in that set, I would say in my head, like, try to take this in, because people dream of this, and people audition for this show 100 times. They don't get on it. You auditioned once and you got on. I never thought I was voice material. I still don't really think I was voice material, because like, you know, The Voice, and they're like, they have like crazy voices. And I would listen to people rehearse and be like, I'm not really supposed to be here, and a lot of like imposter syndrome. But I think that it helped me work through that. It gave me a level of confidence and exposure to things that I needed. So yeah, I would do it again. Fun times. My dad is like the most supportive dude on planet Earth. And even with us being like a duo we were never really a duo before The Voice. Like we were like, we sound good together. And we also knew weirdly when we were on The Voice that we weren't going to pursue that together. I love playing music with my dad, but both of us, my dad does his own music. I do my own music. And my dad's the most incredible musician I've ever met in my life. And he just wants me to run and grab it and take it and do everything I can. And oh my God, musically, he taught me everything. He helps me with stuff musically. If I have like a show or something, I call my dad and I'm like, I don't know what this means. And they're asking me for it. And he tells me, you know, he's the most knowledgeable guy on earth. So he's my biggest supporter, him and my mom.
So ask me what falling in love with you feels like. It's like music, it's like sleeping, it's like air.
I'm really excited about this release. It feels like the start of like a new chapter of music for me, which it is, because all the music I've released before this was me doing it completely myself on a $0 budget with like a broken mic stand, which was a great learning experience for me. But this is kind of the first thing I'm putting out that feels really worked on, and I'm really proud of it. And what it feels like is a song about my girlfriend, my relationship. Dropped it on Valentine's Day. Very perfect timing. And yeah, it's important to me because it represents a change in my life in the last year, and I feel like fits in with a change in my music, and there's more music to come. I'm really thankful for the fan base that I've grown and my followers and everything. They're very loyal, and they've stuck with me through years of like from The Voice to figuring my shit out to now, and they're really loyal, really supportive, and I've loved the response to the new releases, all of the music I've put out. I love when my music connects with people, and when it just even connects with one person and someone really feels it. Like that's everything to me, and I get that a lot. I get a lot of messages from people that really connect with my music, or like that EP released, like you released, got me through this really difficult time, and that's super important to me. I'm super thankful for them. I would not be, I wouldn't be sitting here without people who support me, so I'm really thankful. My new song, What It Feels Like, is out on all streaming platforms, and I have a video to go along with it that's coming out that I'm really excited about, that I did myself, and it's like I've never put out a video with a song before, so that's a first for me. And I got new music coming out in the coming months. No, it's definitely like it's true. I wrote that song. I was writing it when my girlfriend was in South Africa filming a movie, and she was gone for 6 weeks. I was in the middle of doing my EP. It's 2:00 in the morning. Of course, I've been doing music all day, and I was like, oh, I have a song idea, and then I'm up at 2 a.m. and I started writing it, and it was one of those classic moments of like, how do you describe something in a love song, and you can't really put it into words. And I tried to capture it through synchronicities and imagery and scenery, and it really, like, what it feels like, I think honestly means like it's hard to describe what it feels like, and what it feels like is it's happening all around you, and you can't really put it into words. And it's a meaningful song to me. Yeah. Hi, my name is Sasha Allan, and I've just been buzzed.